The famous E3 event has always been one of the most appreciated gaming celebrations in the entire world, starting in 1995 right up until last year in 2019. It's always been the event you want to tune in for if you wanted to see the biggest upcoming game announcements. This is where I saw my most anticipated games of all time get announced: Halo 4 at E3 2011, Far Cry 3 at E3 2012, Days Gone at E3 2016, and so on. Nothing was coming close to this event ever. That's until now, unfortunately. It all started with E3 2020 announcing the event is getting a complete overhaul and is turning into a fan, media, and influencer festival. They've been reportedly paying influencers, celebrities, and such to come at this E3 2020 event to create an experience hubs, as they like to call it. This of course started with the appearance of Keanu Reeves at E3 2019 last year for Cyberpunk 2077. It was absolutely epic and I was in the audience too. This moment was the absolute best of the event. Everyone totally freaked out, so the E3 managers took this message in the worst way possible and will now be inviting random celebrities to try and attract the mainstream public. This is when everything started to fall. Geoff Keighley, the host and producer of E3 Coliseum, the official E3 livestream, is stepping down of the event for the first time in 25 years. How can something so huge like this happen if there's not something going on behind the scenes? Geoff stated, and I quote, "While I want to support the developers who will showcase their work, I also need to be open and honest with you, the fans, about precisely what to expect from me. I have made the difficult decision to decline to produce E3 Coliseum. I just don't really feel comfortable participating given what I know about the show as of today. This is already a huge red flag for everyone awaiting E3 2020, including me. I actually just received my media badge to get you guys exclusive gameplay of the newest games, like last year, but I might not be going this time." Now of course this isn't the end of the E3 mess. Just yesterday, the official creative director of E3, called I Am 8-Bit, has opted out of the event. This company is known for working with a variety of brands to supply people with a lot of opportunities, unique collectibles, and game releases. 8-Bit was previously on board with E3 to create fresh experiences, but is officially stepping out. The company's announcement was made with mixed emotions, according to I Am 8-Bit, with no explanation offered for the circumstances surrounding the latest E3 2020 news. Here's the tweet they made about the situation. No more information was given, only that they seem very sad not to make it, for whatever reason. The E3's prior announcement praised I Am 8-Bit and looked forward to the strengths the company would bring to E3 2020. The organization said it wouldn't be producing E3 for the first time and used this partnership with I Am 8-Bit as an example of its plans to change things up during this E3 2020. Now things are starting to get real serious. It's looking more and more like the official fall of this gaming celebration, unfortunately. Sony and PlayStation are also skipping the event for a second time, in which they've stated this year's event was not what they expected and preferred not to be there. Now, here's the main reason why E3 2020 might definitely get cancelled. Los Angeles, where the event takes place, is now in a state of emergency concerning this particular infection going on. I don't want to say this particular word nor show it in the video because everyone is getting demonetized for talking about it, but I think you know what I'm talking about. This particular infection is putting the event in extreme danger, even though they stated it is still happening. Here's what they had to say. "The health and safety of our attendees, exhibitors, partners, and staff is our top priority. While the ESA continues to plan for a safe and successful E3 show, we are monitoring and evaluating the situation daily. We are actively assessing the latest information and will continue to develop measures to further reduce health risk at the show. The event isn't scheduled to begin until this June 9, but I'd be pretty crazy to think this infection would be destroyed by then." If E3 is indeed cancelled, this would be a huge hit for gaming companies, especially Xbox, who planned the biggest show ever for the upcoming Xbox Series X. The gaming industry, the AAA games, indie games, and such would lose millions, and it's already sad to see unfold. Xbox, Ubisoft, Bethesda, all of them would have to create an event of themselves to show off their upcoming games, which would already cost a lot. We're definitely in weird times at the moment, and any news coming out of the event, I will be updating you guys. Let me know if you're still excited for E3 or have completely lost interest. This feels like a crucial moment for the legendary convention and the gaming industry as a whole. For years and years, E3 has been the most important week for gamers, watching live streams or being there in person to see game announcements and dozens upon dozens of hands-on reports. Last year I actually got hands-on of Man-Eater, Gears 5, Ancestors The Humankind Odyssey and much more. I would have loved to see this happen again, but I am slowly losing hope. Now that every company like PlayStation and Nintendo are creating their own events, this might be the last nail in the coffin for E3. The question now is whether or not E3 can linger on as a fan and influencer event. This is just a weird thing to do, considering how the event is becoming less and less relevant. Although it was once the biggest event of the year in the industry, where companies announced their new games, consoles and technology, some might argue that the expo will never be the same anymore, and new experiences like PlayStation Experience, PlayStation State of Play, Nintendo Direct and so on is the new norm for companies. People are gonna tune in to the console event they like, and that's gonna be it. We're definitely seeing a change in the industry concerning that at the moment. Let me know what you all think of this in the comments. Let's have a little discussion about it, and also let me know if you still care a little bit about the event, or do you now prefer others like the Game Awards and so on. As always, support the video by liking it and subscribe. Thanks to Jiggly Boy and I Am Legend for being a master member on the channel. You can become a survivor member for 99 cents only. It'll help me and the channel as a whole. Thanks for watching.